Good morning and welcome to day 42 of Girl Wash Your Hands. It is a torrential downpour out here right now, and we're kind of giggling because it has become actually quite adaptive, social distancing. But we were laughing because we were watching, it was like a movie or like a painting was happening in the sky, the way that the clouds were moving together, and it was so beautiful until we were like, oh my God, if these clouds keep swirling like this and we go into tornado mode in quarantine or with revised quarantine social distancing guidelines, how do we do that? Like if you chuck 106 people together in our shelter, we will not be adhering to said guidelines. And then we all just kind of cracked up because I got to thinking, why wouldn't that be a real shitter? We've made it this far, and then all of a sudden you got to pack 106 people in like a refrigerated cooler. And so there went all of our social distancing guidelines. It was funny, and there's no tornado, so we could crack a joke about it. And I'm not good at that. There are some people in my family that are really good about deflecting from serious conversations and making them funny. It's just, that is funny if the whole crowd laughs. In my case, there's just the one person that does it that thinks he's funny, and none of us think it's funny. But this one was okay because everyone was laughing. There's no tornado. We're good. But today is Monday, May 4th. And so in Kansas, there have been some guidelines and restrictions that have been sort of softened a skosh. So we're all trying to navigate kind of what that means, and some people trying to figure out, okay, how do we come back into a little bit of life again, but yet still being very cautious. And so I love what that's going to look like. In a perfect world, everyone would follow those guidelines, but you can already see, I'm driving right now, you can already see there's a ton more traffic on the road, and so it's coming back. We'll see what it ends up ultimately looking like, and that's the thing too. The type A planner in me still doesn't really know what summer's gonna look like. So I am just boxed into now until May 21st when school is officially wrapped up. I've got a schedule in place that's going to be able to work between my full-time job at the office and being able to be just a little bit flexible to get us through what that looks like. Thank goodness for their compassion with that. And then we'll see what summertime looks like. I want to get myself into a place where I'm not so worried about or paralyzed about the fact that I actually still don't have any control over anything. I don't really know what any of this means. I don't know how it's going to shake down. She could hop on TV tomorrow and say, just kidding, we thought this was going to work, it's not going to work, we got to go back to whatever, so trust is a big thing. And then I do kind of like the opportunity that has presented itself for me to be a little bit creative. There's still some basic human needs that each and every one of us must have met. They're not desires, they're not wants, they are human needs. And so I'm finding my people, my spirit sisters that agree with me, and we are going to come up with something and just kind of beta test it with other people that we know love our energy and how we show up in the world, and we're going to give it a shot. And so wouldn't it just be nice if I could just be? And I really am. I'm really am being for the most part. I just feel like there's also some momentum around still meeting the needs of what people have to vitally have in their lives right now. And so I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to be partnering with the people that could potentially bring this thing to fruition, because there's an incredible energy and power in a good way, in a positive, uplifting way, that energetic force behind us. That's just really awesome. So looks like there will be some great potential for that. So stay tuned. I'll keep you up to date with that. Stay safe. If you're in Kansas, I hope you're going to stay dry. And if you're not, it's okay. Au natural.